Jehovah's always had a channel here upon the earth that he used. Jehovah's always had a channel here upon the earth, a channel here upon the earth that he would work through to give his people direction.
Always?
Well, to some extent.
Right, because you gotta add the big footnote to that one, right? Because when did he not have a channel?
Well, when men were perfect.
You mean when Jesus was alone?
When did Jehovah not have, even according to your belief, when did he not have a channel on earth? I'll give you a clue. The dark.
The Dark Age?
Yeah, before
Jesus had come and gone.
Yeah.
Where's the channel? That's all. I'm just trying to be accurate. I'm not trying to pick your words apart, but the fact is he has not always had a channel on there.
No.
That's not true. Okay.
But
Long period. The majority of the time after Jesus, actually.
But to say that there were not people that he obviously
individuals, yes.
dealing with.
This is what Jehovah does. Because you know what's really hard about imperfect men? Finding a group that will do the right thing. Individuals, much easier. A group, oh, good luck. Yeah, Jehovah's always used individuals. And sometimes those individuals had family and friends. And sometimes they were able to travel to another city and meet other people that had their same beliefs. And sometimes they weren't. But that never stopped Jehovah. If we didn't preach, Jesus said the rocks would cry out. Jehovah always has a channel. It's just not what we might picture. He's unstoppable, right?
His purpose is done.
He's unstoppable.
His purpose will be fulfilled.
Might as well just ride the wave because you'll get run over otherwise.
But the fact is that now there is a channel.
Great. Show me the evidence. I'll believe you. Show me the evidence. I'm right with you.
Well, we have the same evidence. It's just a matter of whether or not we believe it.
No, it's a matter of whether evidence is convincing or not. Because here's the cool thing about empirical evidence. This is the cool thing about empirical evidence. It doesn't matter what you want. Facts are facts. Even if I don't want to believe that giraffes have really long necks, they do. Sorry, Micah. They do. It's a fact. In my mind, I can imagine they don't, but it doesn't matter. So evidence trumps belief.
So then you're saying there's no evidence?
I'm not saying that. I'm asking, show me the evidence. That is a request, not a statement.
Show me the evidence that Jehovah's Witnesses are the channel.
Sure. The governing body is a channel. Sure. Show me. You don't have to do it right now, but you could add that maybe to the list of things. Because that's kind of what it all comes down to, right? Mm-hmm. And then if they're on the channel, why are they acting like this? Why are they presuming to diagnose people with mental disorders? Why are they claiming that they are not false prophets when they do call themselves prophets and they do call themselves spirit directed, which is the same thing as inspired? So who are we kidding, guys? And then this present truth thing. Come on, guys. That's a made-up term. There's no such thing as present truth. There are facts and there's truth. Facts like weather. Weather can change. The truth can't change. It will always be wrong to disobey Jehovah. That will never change. That's truth. It's not present truth. We'll have to update it. Oh, you know what, guys? New light. Sometimes you can disobey Jehovah. No. So that whole present truth thing, that's deceptive. Now I'll make that statement. That's deceptive. I have a problem with deception. And finally, this whole thing, like, you're going to shun someone for asking questions. Wow. Okay. Well, we might want to tell our Bible students that, because they don't know that. They're getting baptized and dunked, and they're going to find out one day, oh, wow. What's that? We didn't know that. It's not fair. That could even be legally constituted as entrapment, especially when that person's a minor, as I was, 13 years of age. That's legally classified as entrapment. And the society doesn't want to have lawsuits. They have enough on their plate.
What was the issue, Sean, person for what reason?
Asking questions. You know what I'm talking about. They don't want to play that game. They're already in defilement of the United Nations Bill of Human Rights already.
What's that? What bill of?
It's the United Nations Declaration of Human Rights.
What is that? What part of it?
No person should be subjected to attacks on their honor or character. That's what you're doing when you're saying apostates or mental disease. You're attacking their honor and character. When you say, oh, you should talk that person's dangerous, you're attacking their honor and character. You don't mean it that way, but that's what's happening. And the world is changing. No, people are not putting up with abuse anymore. Neither am I. So I'm hoping that if they get a big enough stack of these letters, I'm not the only one thinking these things. They're going to change before something bad happens. Because I'm sure those brothers mean well. But just like ancient Israel, you can start going down the wrong path. And if no one tells you anything or you ignore them, Jehovah's going to say, yeah, you were my people, now you're not.
So if they, hypothetically, turn back and there's one, okay, well, that does make sense. Okay, I didn't see that, I got it. No, not this one, but yeah, I got, okay, that one, okay, I'm okay. I mean, is that, these four, is it 4 questions?
Four.
These 4 questions are the ones that are are pivotal in your future.
I don't know if they're pivotal in my future.
As a, well.
Oh, as one of the wizards? Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, no, not your future.
Because either way, Jesus died for my sins. I'm confident he can cover. I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about this organization and the people that are entrapped or ensnared or are just in it because they don't want to lose their kids or grandkids. That's my concern. If they just change their policies and be loving like Jesus, then it's all good. But when you're disregarding what Jesus said, when you're putting the traditions of men ahead of God's law, then we're going to have words.